What's up, YouTube? How are you doing today? This is your boy, Perfect Rebel, and I'm here with my childhood friend, Slices.
What's up, guys?
And we're going to talk about Runescape, that game that we loved as kids, and how you can relate it to real life even. Isn't that exciting? Now let's do this. So first, you remember Runescape? Remember going to Tutorial Island, bro?
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
That was crazy, man. That's like the early stage of the game. Like we were just clueless, just enjoying like walking around, catching our first fish, learning about the game. Like, yeah, man, just like learning about RuneScape, learning that our biggest addiction in life, getting introduced to that shit.
So you would say that Tutorial Island is like what? Like school, like the institution, like realizing that you're different from your mother and your father, realizing you can do whatever you want to a certain limit, or what?
I'd say that early stage of the game, like Tutorial Island and just getting into Lumbridge at first, it would be just like elementary school maybe, like, you know, you're finding out new things, you're maybe like crushing on that little girl, like, I don't know, you're thinking about holding her hand, like that little.
Oh, I remember her right now. Yeah, I remember her vividly.
Yeah. That little innocence.
Sierra,
that you had.
shout out.
So you just like, I don't know, like walking around, like exploring, legitimately enjoying walking around, listening to that RuneScape music. Maybe we'll cut that in. So yeah, just like, you know, and genuinely enjoying walking around Lumbridge, killing fucking cows, making fires.
Killing,
you know,
fucking
getting
cows, dude.
Yeah, like getting some cow hides. That was like,
was good money back in the day, huh? 100 GP
Yeah,
each,
those
dude?
100 GP would stack up, you know.
So let's talk about the next phase of the game, though. What was it? You know, that making friends, realizing that there's people typing to you all the time, and seeing that you could add them on some type of friends list, and you could like relate your experiences to that.
That definitely.
What's the parallel to life?
So RuneScape would just be like a regular, you know, real world instance. Like, you make friends in this life, you know, and that introduces like a friendly competitiveness, you know what I'm saying? Like, people start, like, you start to compete. Like, remember when we used to play, like, you would be grinding that 60, 70
Of course
mining.
I remember. I remember how I was like the boss man.
Yeah, you were,
days.
you know, he was older than us, like 2 years older, so we had like a little RuneScape group going, and he was the best. Like, he would just go and mine and like just mine those cold carts all day, and we would be like, whoa, how'd you get like 65 mining? Like, we're still stuck at 30, and like.
So it's like friends pushing you to your best.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
when you
see
see somebody doing good in life, like you want to emulate them.
Of course,
isn't that what it's all about?
Yeah, like pushing each other, you know, pushing each other. I mean, they say that shit about who you surround yourself with, that's who you'll become, you know, like.
Oh, this dude told me the line: if you're rolling with retards,
you're gonna become a retard, you know. That's, I bet that's offensive to a lot of people out there, but
at least he has the self-awareness to say it, you know, like, but it's true, you know, and the truth hurts sometimes, you know, like it's not easy to hear.
Yeah, so yeah, you know, the medium stage, or like the medium game, or early making a friend or two, competing with them, not competing like literally competing, but just, you know.
What about getting betrayed by a friend? Now that sucks.
Oh yeah, plenty of those too. I mean, they would try to scam you or take your little, like, I don't know, 30K bank or whatever it was, like try to take your money.
But that 30K was everything you had. And let's make
Yeah.
another point, right? That money that you had in RuneScape, you treated that like it was like your real life dollars.
Yeah.
Like that meant everything to us.
Definitely,
we were fucking
dude,
kids, dude.
Definitely. Like, every GP counted, man. Like, I would be selling goblin chains, you know, like those goblin 14 GP chains that you would get from them to pass that gate for 10, you know?
Yeah.
Just like.
You kind of look like a goblin. I'm
Thanks.
just kidding. Anyway, let's talk about like GP, dude. It's everybody's favorite here in America. I know you guys are all about that money, aren't you? So like, what's the parallels between GP and making real life? What lessons can we learn?
So shit, I don't know. I would say, like, all right, so RuneScape Gold. So pretty much you're making gold to buy luxuries in RuneScape, or maybe to buy nice armor, or whatever it is, like maybe build a nice house. Whatever it is you need, usually it's to buy stuff. So, making gold, man. How do you do that? Like, you pick a grind that you want to do. You pick a skill, maybe. You pick a boss that you want to kill for hours. You just pick something.
There's a million ways to do it, isn't
there? A
there?
million ways, just like in real life. Like, you know, you could become a fucking construction worker. You could work at Target. You could go like like mow lawns, you could become an engineer, you could become a doctor. I mean, see, there's stages, and each skill that you learn, depending on how hard it is, makes you more money or less money. So, you know, if you're mowing lawns,
And you learn about efficiency, right? Or you learn how to negotiate and charge people more for these simple services once you're better at them, or what?
yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, that could be it. That would be a negotiation skill that you're making better. I'm just saying, like, if you're mowing a lawn, that takes barely any time to learn how to mow a lawn. But if you're becoming a doctor and you went to like 10 years of school to become a doctor, that you're making so much money then, but there was a huge grind, you know? And I would relate that to RuneScape. Like, let's say you want 99 mining, man. Like, you get 99 mining and then you're just fucking hitting a rock and you're getting 10k from a rune ore, you know? Like, but there was a huge grind before you got to that stage, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't just like, hey, all right, I'm gonna mine a rune ore, you know, I'm gonna become a doctor. Okay,
So what I'm hearing though is that in order to make a lot of money, you have to put in a lot of effort and
Definitely,
work.
there's a grind, you know,
Eh.
and RuneScape teaches us that, you know, there's just a long grind, and you can see it there, like those little toggle like hours, like XP per hour, and how much XP you have left, and you just see that there's so much more
And that's
time.
a great point. In real life, we don't see this toggle bar of this XP, but it's somehow invisible and it's there and it's marked by what? Our achievements and our progress.
Yeah, I mean, that's what makes it more challenging in life to accomplish tasks and just to get up and do things every day. Because there's no progress bar, you know? You don't see the level that you're at. You don't see the... You have to, like... You
Just
have
like
to
doing
set it
this,
yourself.
you know,
yeah.
like obviously you guys know that, you know, we're at the beginning stages of this and, you know, it's not going to be perfect at
But we're
first,
trying, man. You know,
but
we're
like,
level 1 right now.
level 1, making the effort to do it, you know, you got to start somewhere, right? Or else what are you going to do? Be at the same fucking stage watching TV, not doing bullshit with your life?
Like, that comfort zone is a killer, man. Like, you know, you got to get out of that comfort zone. And if you want progress to come more, like, and more... you want more progress, pretty much just write down what you're doing, man. Like, write down your goals and start scratching them off, like small goals leading to your big goal at the end, you know? Like,
That's real talk. That's inspirational.
Yeah.
For real. Let's talk about like the different skills of RuneScape though, you know? So, what's agility to you?
oh, all right, so we're relating like skills to
Relating
real life.
RuneScape skills to real life, I guess,
Okay.
is what I'm
All right.
getting at here.
So agility, I don't know, just like, I mean, I guess you train agility. It's like the most pointless skill in the RuneScape, but you pretty much train it to run for longer
Hey,
times.
you wouldn't
like,
tell you that to the ninja warriors, right? That are making tons of fucking money just because their agility is high.
I guess you can be like a ninja warrior, man. Just like fucking train your agility to become a ninja warrior in real life.
Okay.
No, but for real, like, let's talk about another skill, maybe. Like
All
a
right, a
skill
useful
that's-
skill. How
Yeah.
about health? Or what do they call it? Constitution. How
Yeah,
can you relate that?
That's we're talking about old school. By the way, we're old school players.
Yes,
we
we
don't
don't pre
recommend-
2007. You know,
Yeah, we don't
staking.
recommend that RuneScape 3 garbage. You know, Constitution. It's still called hit points. So,
Okay.
anyways,
Yeah,
so
old school all the way.
hit points. I mean, I guess I'd say what you eat, man. Like your food. Like, what are you eating? You know, you could eat a shark and you could heal 20 HP, or you could eat fucking McDonald's and eat like 1 HP. You know. Like,
Good point,
heal
dude.
1 HP
Fucking
every day.
McDonald's is a killer out here, isn't it?
I mean, it's about what you feed your body, man. Like, what do you want to be eating in the wild, man? You want to be eating fucking McDonald's 1 HP healing, or like fucking shark karambuan, or
I want to be eating sharks and manta rays and lobsters, man, all day.
definitely, dude. Like, yeah. So
All right, next skill. Let's see here. Herb lore. I don't know. It's a favorite of mine. You know, I got addicted for a little bit to this herb lore skill.
So why don't you tell us about this? Why don't you tell us about herb lore and like how would you relate it?
I would say herb lore is obviously like the main one, you know, herb, like marijuana. Like you can smoke that, you can feel better, you can protect your pleasure and numb your pain. You can learn about different like natural remedies that are out there, like mushrooms and, you know, naturalistic medicine, and how to put it together, how to heal yourself using like the land instead of using like pharmaceuticals and antibiotics and bacterias and stuff. So that's pretty much it in just how I think about it.
Yeah, definitely, man.
And then, but what about what's strength to you? That's easy for you, isn't it?
Strength. I mean, I would say strength would be like going to the gym, like trying to make sculpt your body out, you know, like
Yeah.
literally strength, like how much you can fucking lift, or like how much your strength is at, like what your body is like, your physique and like stuff like that. So strength, man, that takes time. I mean, in real life, unlike RuneScape, one of the faster skills in RuneScape, but in real life it would take a lot of time, man, like to actually build a nice physique.
Indeed,
So-
it does. And it quickly also fades if you don't, right? If you
But
don't.
so, if you guys can see, like, we're trying to relate. We don't want to make this video too long, but we're trying to just relate how skills in RuneScape. You have skills in real life, and to master a skill, you need 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours to master a skill.
Look at this guy, yeah.
I mean, you're willing to put in like 100-hour grind in RuneScape to get your goal or to achieve whatever you want. I mean, imagine putting that time in a real life skill that could actually pay off and make you bank in real life, or like make you fucking more desirable to people and like more respectable when you have a good skill. It's no race, man. Life isn't a race. It's just like everyone's just like walking their own path. But we're trying to shed some light on just like trying to progress in real life instead of just on a video game.
There's no try, we're doing it, man. Even if this only influences one person, I will call it a success.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
All right,
guys.
Over
Thanks
and
for
out.
tuning in. Subscribe, support our channel, and we'll
Perfect
see ya.
Rebel signing out.
See you guys.